Wow, Doreen, look what do we have today here. Bananas.
Yes, exactly. And you see they're very juicy and mellow, ready to be included in our special dish today.
Yeah, I can wait to start.
And our guest today is Marta Amaya, Vice Consul of the US Embassy in Kazakhstan.
Let's get started. Hello, Marta. Welcome to our program. It's very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. We're glad to have you Okay, Ms. Amaya, please tell us what are we going to cook today? What are those ingredients? I see bananas.
Yes, bananas.
Yes,
Wow.
bananas. Bananas, I think, are the big staple for today. So we're going to be starting off with American banana bread. This is something that we eat all over the U.S. I think one thing that's really nice is that you might see that the bananas are actually a little bit brown. This is very good because we want to use the riper that they are. They taste a little bit sweeter, they're a little bit softer.
Yes,
and this really adds some sponginess to the banana bread. And so featuring today will be our lovely bananas. And so we can actually start with the bananas.
Okay.
We will need 2 of them. And so we can start off just by sort of taking them open, and then we can put the 2 of them into the bowl.
Okay, so first we
Yes, we can start out
with bananas, right?
Yes, we can start out with our bananas. And so what we want to do is just peel them and sort of just take them apart little by little into little pieces, and we can just place them inside the bowl.
Okay. So American banana bread, it sounds quite exotic actually. How did you come up with this?
You know, banana bread, I think it is a staple in a lot of American households. We often see, well, I'm sure you've also experienced, you know, you go to the grocery store, you buy a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruits, and then you don't eat them all. And they sort of sit there. And the nice thing about banana bread is that, like I said, we can use the bananas that are a little bit more brown, so that way we're not wasting anything. We can use the more fresh bananas. We can use them in other dishes. We can just eat the bananas whole. But the older bananas, we can go ahead and start taking them apart.
Okay.
Just like this. You can also use a knife.
Yes, I think it would be more convenient, a knife piece.
Of course.
We prefer more handy
work. Definitely.
So, do you consider it as a dessert, right?
Yes, definitely consider it as a dessert, but a lot of people also eat it as a snack. And yeah, it's a great option. It's something that you can take to work during the week, that you can just have to eat. It's a great dish to take to share with your colleagues who you work with.
Yeah. And what other ingredients do we have? We have some butter, egg,
some
flour,
very simple ingredients. We have some sugar, of course, and then just a pinch of salt, just a little bit, I think, to sort of balance out all the sweet flavors that we have going on in the banana bread.
So it's a quite like common dessert for the States.
It is very common, yes, yes. Lots of people will often make banana bread, and I think I should say, although it is called banana bread, the consistency is a little bit more like cake. It is a little bit spongier. It is not quite what you think of when you think of bread.
Yes. And it's sweet, I guess, right?
Yes, it is.
Because
it is
of
sweet.
sugar and bananas. Yes.
Yes, exactly. That gives it a lot of the sweetness too. So we want to take our bananas and we want to put them in our bowl, and so we can go ahead and put them in there. After they're cut up, the pieces don't have to be too small. The smaller that they are, the easier it is, because we will have to crush them in a little bit. Perfect, there we go. And then we can do this in quite a few orders, but the order that I found that is often easiest for me is that we can now take our butter actually, and then maybe we can melt it just a little bit to make it a little bit softer, and then we can place it in with the bananas.
Okay.
So we can just go ahead and pour the butter over the bananas. Go ahead and get it uniform. The more melted it is, the better, because as I said, we will be mixing this, and so that just makes it a little bit easier.
Okay.
And so at this point, we do want to start mixing it a little bit, just try to get sort of that consistency in. And so we can actually grab a spatula, a mixer, anything that might be easier for us, and we can start crushing them.
Okay, great. So while you crush them, please tell us, you work as a Vice Consul of the U.S. Embassy in Kazakhstan.
Yes.
Please tell us more about your work. What do you do?
Yeah, absolutely. That is a great question. When you hear the words Vice Consul, it can be very hard to sort of guess what that is. And I completely understand.
Actually means, right?
Yes, I know this because my mom asks me, so what are you doing in Kazakhstan exactly? And so the answer to that is there are two main parts of my work. The first part is that I do a lot of our visa interviews, and so in the mornings I'll often be actually talking to a lot of members of the community, and then sort of just getting to know more about them, hearing about different cultural Kazakhstan events and what it is that they do here in the US. And then we conduct those interviews in the morning for our visas. And then in the afternoons, we do American citizen services. And so a lot of this is renewing passports for American citizens who are here in Kazakhstan, helping them with consular reports of birth abroad, which are like birth certificates for Americans who are born in Kazakhstan. And so we do a lot of different work, and it's very interesting because every day is different.
Yes.
Every day is different. Yeah.
A lot of more learning, right? And
yes, definitely.
Communicating with people and
yes.
So,
and you're a professional diplomat, right? So
yes, I'm very happy. This is actually my very first post.
Oh,
and
really?
So yes,
we're very happy for you.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here in Kazakhstan. We have, of course, we have lots of posts all over the world, but I have really found this post to be very special and very, very meaningful to me. And
so have you chosen this country by yourself, or it was like assignment for you?
You were appointed?
So we are appointed our assignments, but we do have a little bit of, we can express some preference and say where it is that we would like to go. And I will say that Kazakhstan was actually my very first choice on the list.
That's
so sweet.
Very nice. Yes, thank you.
It was absolutely wonderful. Why Kazakhstan? So they asked me this question when they were trying to decide where it is that I would go. And I think that the first thing that was very, very interesting to me was, of course, one of the first things I found out was Kazakhstan is so cold. It is, it is very, very cold. And for me, I mentioned I'm from Las Vegas, which is a desert. It is extremely hot there.
Yeah.
Yes, very, very hot city. In the summer, it can actually get to 40 degrees Celsius, so very hot. And so I couldn't imagine what it would be like to live somewhere like Astana. I just couldn't imagine it. But at the same time, I said, lots of people live there. There must be a way that people are living there.
Yes, like us, for example.
Exactly. And so I said, I want to find out how it is that people are surviving this very cold winter. And I'm sure that many people here also think, oh, well, how could someone survive in 40 degrees? That is so hot. How could that be? And so I think
how do you find your living experience so far here in Astana?
It's really wonderful. I just finished up my first winter. Well, we'll see if it snows again. It could snow again.
Yes.
Survived your first winter.
Yes, I did. But I really couldn't have asked for a better experience. Everyone has been so welcoming. I really like the city. There are so many places to walk and do natural activities, and so that is something that I really like.
It's always a pleasure to hear that.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay,
Perfect.
so now we have our consistency, right?
Yes, we have the consistency where you see the banana isn't fully crushed, so we still have little bits. This is very good, and it's important actually for our banana bread. And so what we can do next is that we can go ahead and turn to we just want to add a little bit of our baking soda. And so what we want to do here is just half a teaspoon, so not very much. So not too much. You want to go ahead and add just a
Just really, yes, a little bit of that, yeah.
Yes, exactly. You want to go ahead and add that in. And what you want to do is just go ahead and sprinkle it on top.
So, a little bit of salt as well.
Yes. And the interesting thing is that you also actually want to add a little bit of salt, even though it is a sweeter bread. You want to go ahead and add just a little bit of salt. Again, not too much. This is just to give it a little bit more flavor and to sort of contrast against all the sweeter flavors. And so we do want to add quite a bit of sugar. We want to add 1 cup of sugar. And so again, this is just to give it that flavor. We already added a little bit of salt, and now we want a cup of our sugar.
Okay, let's do that.
There's always room for sweetness.
Yes, definitely. So we want to go ahead and just mix it a little bit, get it ready, and then we want to go ahead and start putting our sugar in.
Talking about your background, what is it like to grow up in Las Vegas? Because we've got some image of Las Vegas.
Yes, from the films, from the movies, right?
Yes, absolutely. You know, I get asked that question a lot. What is it like growing up in Las Vegas? And my answer is, honestly, it's always just felt like home to me. I never, when I was growing up, my thought was always, oh, I think every city has a strip. Every city has casinos. This is normal. This is very normal to me. And so I didn't realize that it was different or that anything was strange about it. It just felt like home. We have a lot of casinos, like I said, and they'll have different themes.
So for how long you've been working at the embassy?
Yeah, I got here last June. I got here actually just a few days before my birthday. And so just a week before. And so it's about 9 months. I'm almost to 1 year here.
Yes, it was a good present for
It was
yourself.
a very good present. I was very excited. The flight did take about a day to get here because very far away from Washington,
Hopefully
D.C.
we'll have direct flights.
Yes, we can make it easier. But
yes.
yeah, it was, as you said, it was a wonderful birthday present for me to come back.
As far as I know, we've got really good cultural cooperation with the U.S. Embassy. Recently, the U.S. Embassy dubbed and translated the Kazakh movies, actually.
Yes,
what do you think about it?
A lot of stuff.
I thought that was amazing. I mean, I actually, when I was younger, I was like, oh, when I grow up, I want to be a diplomat or I want to be a movie star.
Yes, exactly.
So I was like, one of those two
You were grown in Las Vegas.
Yes, exactly. Very dramatic. I think, when I saw something like that, it was just such a unique and inspiring idea. I thought it was so fun to see our two cultures come together and just really fun to allow, Americans to be able to give a different voice to some very big cultural staples here.
Yes, that's very amazing experience. And yes, we embraced it also.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very
absolutely. I thought it was so clever.
Okay, so the next step is the flour.
So we want to add our flour, and this is, of course, the main ingredient to our bread. And so what we're going to do is add 1.5 cups of flour, and so I'll just slowly pour it in, and then I will be mixing every so often. It is quite a bit of flour to get in there, so do it slowly.
Approximately how much flour do we need?
We need about 1.5 cups. Yeah, it depends on how much you're trying to make, but usually 1.5 cups should be fine. So be mixing here.
It's milk, isn't it?
Yes, this is milk. Milk. Yes.
It's also very important ingredient.
It is. We don't use it for our banana bread. We'll be using it for our second treat. Yes, which I'll talk about more in a little bit. Yes. Yeah. So you can see I'm just mixing a little bit here. That's when we start to add just a little bit more. Yes. I'm gonna go ahead and get it sort of even throughout. Perfect.
Is it time for an oven?
Yes, it is time
Okay,
for our
great.
oven now.
Okay, great.
Perfect.
How much time is going to take?
So it'll take an hour, and what you want to do is you want to leave it in there around 170 for 1 hour, and then it'll rise and it'll be ready.
Okay, great.
Yes, super.
And
We are
while-
waiting for that.
Yes, and while we're waiting for American banana bread to be baked,
Yes.
I'm gonna introduce you with some interesting facts about American cuisine. American cuisine is often described as a melting pot of flavors, incorporating influences from around the world. From Italian pizza and pasta to Mexican tacos and sushi from Japan, American food reflects the diverse cultural heritage of its population. Did you know that the United States is home to the invention of the modern hamburger? While the origins of the hamburger are debated, it is widely believed that the modern hamburger, as we know it today, served on a bun, was popularized in the United States. One popular theory attributes the creation of the hamburger to Louis Lasson, a Danish immigrant who served beef patties on slices of bread at his dinner in New Haven, Connecticut, in the late 1800s. Since then, the hamburger has become an iconic American dish enjoyed worldwide. The concept of brunch originated in the United States. Brunch, a combination of breakfast and lunch, typically served late morning to early afternoon, became popular in the late 19th century. It is said to have originated in the late 1800s in New York City, where socialites would gather for leisurely meals on Sundays. Today, brunch is a beloved American tradition, featuring a wide array of dishes, such as eggs Benedict, pancakes, French toast, and mimosas. So while we're waiting for our bread to be baked, so Miss Amaya, please tell us, what are we going to do now?
Yes, so now we can start the second part of our banana meal. We call this, in Mexico, it's called licuado de plátano. And so what that is, it is a banana milk drink. And it is extremely, extremely easy, as the name suggests. Banana, milk, and some sugar. Yes.
Yes, great.
And so
today Talk and Cook Show went bananas.
with bananas today, exactly. And so it is very, very easy to make. We can actually start out with our banana. And as I mentioned, like with our banana bread, you'll see that it's got some brown spots. And this is also very good actually, because again, it's sweeter now. And this is perfect.
Very
for,
juicy, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
For our drink. And so if we can cut this up too, just the way that we did with our banana bread, we'll be doing the same thing here. And so we just want to go ahead and cut it up, cut it into the smallest pieces that we can. It doesn't have to be too small because we will be blending.
Okay.
But just, make it small, and then we'll add our milk and we will add our sugar. Perfect. We have our banana here, and so it is ready to go in with our bowl.
Yep.
And so we just need to.
Should I put it
there?
Yes, can you do it accurately?
Yes. Perfect, there it goes. And then, now the sugar content depends entirely on what you like. I like something sweeter, so I will be doing...
Me too, actually.
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect.
We're up for
So
sweets.
maybe we can do 3 tablespoons. My mother always liked very sweet too, so we did quite a bit of sugar. And so you just want to go ahead and get it in there. Again, this depends entirely just on how much you like sugar. But we like sugar here, so we'll go ahead and we'll do 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess 3 tablespoons are enough.
Yeah, so that's perfect. And then we're just gonna go ahead and add our milk. And so this can be anywhere between 2-3 cups, depending on just, I guess, the consistency that you want it in. We're gonna just go ahead and
Can we now blend it? Yeah?
Yes, we can go ahead and begin blending it. There we go.
It's not splashing, actually.
This is good. This is good. Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Great.
Beautiful. And now it is ready. That is all that we need to.
Our milk drinks are ready, and I think
Yes.
this is time also for our American banana
Yes.
bread
Yes.
to be taken out.
Okay.
Okay, let us see what
Look
we
at
have
this.
here. Wow.
I can already
we
feel the
have
smell.
our-
Wow.
Yes, looks
Oh,
perfect.
it's so hot, actually.
Here we go.
Okay, here we
Banana
go.
bread.
Yes.
As you can see, it rose. It has a beautiful crust, and so it is ready.
And we can wait, but to taste it, right?
Yes.
It's time to move on
Perfect.
to the best part of our show.
Oh, I'm
Yes, I
so
suggest
excited.
you
Yes.
to go to our dining table to sit and to taste our food today.
Wonderful. I would love to.
Yes, let's go.
Okay.
So, as you see, we have plenty of desserts here. So, our wonderful American banana bread and also some sweets which include Kazakh national ingredients. We will tell you about it later, a little bit later. Now, first, let us try our
banana bread.
our dish we prepared together. Yeah.
Yes. Wonderful.
Yes.
Take this piece of American culture.
Yes. So you want to go ahead and just. There we go.
Oh, it looks
Yeah.
great.
And so, like I said, you'll see the little chunks of banana, and that is because we didn't blend them all together. And this is actually good because we want the little chunks of banana in there. And as you're tasting it, you'll see that it doesn't quite feel like bread. It feels a little bit more spongier, almost
Yes.
like cake.
Like a
And
cake,
so,
yes.
Yeah. And so I don't actually know why we call it banana bread. It's just what we call it, but it's a little bit more similar to cake.
How do you like it?
It's actually a perfect dessert.
Yeah,
for,
it's perfect
for any
dessert.
table,
Yeah.
for any occasion, any holiday, actually.
Makes it very easy to add to any meal that you're having.
Yes, yes.
Be very nice. Very nice addition.
Do we need at the same time to drink the milkshake?
Yeah, I think it goes very well. Like this, all the banana theme, banana bread, and also banana
Yes.
drink.
I did wear my banana earrings today to celebrate all of our
Yes, we
bananas.
noticed actually.
That's great, yes. And I think this is time also for
Yes.
us to introduce some of the Kazakh.
We also have our
Dessert.
own dessert as a gift for you. Please
Thank you so
try
much.
it. It's called salman. It's basically made of kummus mousse with some mango and chocolate.
Oh, that's a delicious mix of flavors.
It sounds delicious. It tastes delicious, please.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
Yes, very, very nice actually. Yes.
Thank you so much. It looks delicious. It looks so pretty. I don't want to go into it, but I know it'll taste. Oh, it's so soft.
It is.
So soft.
And please tell us your opinion. What do you think?
Ooh. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. Wow, that is so good.
Yeah.
And I have all the
this
cream
is like
inside.
this is like a cream. It's called saumal. It's like sour, yes,
Yes.
sour cream, and it also involves mango.
Oh my goodness, it's delicious.
You're saying you're enjoying your time in general in
Oh,
Kazakhstan
yes,
and
yes.
in this part of the world,
It's so beautiful
the
here.
cold part.
I've learned to enjoy
Sometimes,
the
yes.
cold, yeah. One thing that surprised me was in the middle of winter, there were some days that were very cold and I thought, oh, surely no one will be outside. No one can go outside, it's so cold. And I would look out my window and I would see the kids playing in the snow. And so that gave me some encouragement and I was like, the kids are playing in the snow, I should go play in the
Yes.
snow. And so I went outside in my very big coat and I was like, you know, it is cold, but at the same time, the snow is so beautiful, it's so nice outside. I
Yes.
can understand why the kids are playing. It made me want
There's
to
a
go.
beauty in it, right?
Yes, definitely, definitely.
May I ask you, you work as a vice consul at the embassy. What is the hardest thing in your job?
Oh, the hardest thing. That's a really good question. I think one of the more harder aspects of the job is just that there are so many different things that I do every day. And so there are some jobs where you do the same thing every day or you sort of know what to expect. And working as vice consulate just really gives you every day is different. And I think part of that is because every person is different. And so whether I'm doing, for example, visa interviews or whether I'm doing American citizen services, every situation is so unique and so different. And so you never know quite what to expect, but at the same time, it makes it very refreshing and very new every day because I get to learn something that I'd never heard of before.
And also, I think there is a responsibility of decision making, right?
Yes,
In terms
yes.
of visas and documents and all of that.
Yeah,
stuff.
definitely, and it requires a lot of concentration and just, you know, it really leaves no room for mistakes, which I think is very good. It's how it should be.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
So I guess it's time for us to give you one more gift for you actually today.
To
Thank
take
you so
away.
much.
Yes.
Thank you.
The day is
you.
all about the gifts.
Yeah.
So this is
pleasant moment.
actually for you. So please.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much.
I know maybe you will tell.
Yes, for all the sweet lovers, it's yes, it's a very good present. This chocolate, you see, and the inside you have zhent, and zhent is a very traditional Kazakh ingredient. It's like a millet.
I see.
Use it when cooking different dishes. So hope you will enjoy it and share it with your friends, coworkers.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Thank
and
you
have a
so
wonderful
much.
tea time.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome, you're
I will
welcome.
definitely share it with all of my friends. It smells delicious. Thank you so much.
Yes.
So thank you very much for being with us today and sharing the recipe of yours. And that's it for today. All the episodes of Talk and Cook Show you can find on our website, Silkway TV channel. So stay tuned and see you later.